Namaste, I'm Shashi Gosai and welcome to the YouTube channel Simple Hinduism, which is dedicated to simplify the Hindu religion, culture, fast and feast. Today I would like to talk about perhaps one of the most misunderstood goddesses, and that's Goddess Kali. Goddess Kali is one of the 10 aspects of Mother Goddess Parvati, who is worshipped throughout India and Nepal. Goddess Kali is the symbol of Mother Nature herself. She creates and nurtures her children, but she also destroys any enemy who ever threatens her children. So she's very kind and benevolent. She is often referred to as Kali Mata or the Dark Mother. When there was no creation, when there was no sun, moon, planets, or the earth, there was just darkness, and everything was created from darkness. The Kali Mata, which is the dark color, is a representation that everything is born out of darkness. Kali Mata is the feminine form of time. It represents the nature which brings life and death. She first appeared in the original Atha Veda, which was written more than 1200 BC, and later on in the Upanishads as the blue tongue of fire, and then in the Puranas as the consort for Lord Shiva. She is mentioned in the Mahabharata as a female figure who carries away the spirits of slain warriors and animals, destroys evil forces in order to protect the innocent, is the benevolent mother who protects her children from misfortunes, is identified as the supreme mother of the universe, and she is the most powerful form of Shiva Shakti and one who bestows moksha or liberation. Some sects even consider her as the absolute reality. There are many legends associated with Kali Mata, and one of the popular ones is that there was once two demons called Chanda and Munda who were killing innocent people. The mother goddess Durga became so angry that through her rage, her face turned dark and Kali emerged from her forehead. She defeated the two demons. Later, in the same battle, there was a demon called Raktabija, who was invincible because he had the ability to reproduce himself from every drop of his blood that reached the ground. Countless Raktabija clones appeared on the battlefield. Kali eventually defeated him by sucking his blood before it reached the ground and eating the numerous clones. In this story, the mother shows a decisive action when dark deeds have to be matched by dark actions, when resolve has to be shown. Another version in the Lingam Purana involves Lord Shiva and his wife Parvati, who's portrayed as a very calm and beautiful lady. And there was once a demon called Daruka who received a boon that would only allow a female to kill him. Parvati merges with Shiva's body, reappearing as Kali to defeat Daruka and his enemies. So with the union of Lord Shiva, she creates and destroys worlds. The symbolic meanings of Kali's appearance vary slightly according to the tantric or the devotional descriptions. Kali is described as dark and gaunt with sunken eyes and has three forms. She's sometimes two-armed, four-armed, or the 10-armed one called Mahakali. Kali Mata's image reflects her duality, these aspects of creation and destruction. Kali is depicted in the act of killing but smiles engagingly. Her protruding red tongue signals both modesty, which is a Bengali tradition, and her thirst for blood. Her disheveled hair shows freedom and the metaphysical mystery of death that encircles life. Her three eyes represent the sun, moon, and fire, the driving forces of nature. Her voluptuous breasts, both sexual lust and nurturance. Her nakedness represents carnality and purity. Her right hand shows positive gestures, while her left hand shows all the weapons. The severed head signifies human ego, which must be slain by divine knowledge in order to attain moksha. There's a skull cup to catch the blood, and the sword symbolizes divine knowledge. She has a garland consisting of 51 human heads, which represents the Sanskrit alphabet. Hindus believe that each of these letters represents a form of energy or a form of Kali. Therefore, she is generally seen as the mother of language and all mantras. She has blue-black skin, which represents infinity. She has large teeth protruding out of her mouth, which is sattva, meaning purity. Large white eyes, meaning awareness. She is accompanied by two serpents and one jackal who drink the blood of the Raktabijas. And she's standing on a calm and prostrate Lord Shiva. Goddess Kali is sometimes depicted as Mahakali, with 10 heads, 10 arms and 10 legs, or sometimes with just one head and 10 arms. But the important fact is that in each of her 10 arms, she carries a weapon that was donated to her by each of the gods, making her the supreme power, the supreme deity, who's sometimes referred to as the Brahman herself. So you might wonder what Lord Shiva was doing under Goddess Kali's foot. But the legend says that when the war was going on with all the demons, Goddess Kali was in such a rage, she was unstoppable. And her brother Lord Vishnu tried to calm her down and she just couldn't be stopped. So Lord Shiva, her consort, thought the only way to stop her was to put his own head under her foot. And when she does realize, she is so embarrassed, she gets her tongue out to cool and in complete embarrassment. So in Bengal and Odisha, the extended tongue is an expression of her embarrassment when she realizes that she's stepping on her own husband's chest. The tantric approach to Kali is to confront her on cremation grounds at the dead of night. And the goal of this is to reconcile with death and accept the life as it is. A significant portion of Bengali music features Kali as the central theme, and it's called Sham Sangeet, meaning the music of the night. Kali is especially celebrated in the festival of Kali Puja in eastern India, which coincides with the festival of Diwali. Although there is no evidence that Goddess Kali ever asked for sacrifice, animal sacrifice or bali is still carried out in some states, although it's been made illegal in some. And this is a ritual killing of goats and chickens. And these are done more as a sacrifice of food rather than any other mystical reasons. So sacrifices to Kali are made with devotion and prayer, maybe to heal oneself or deliver you through trials. A number of ancient tantric Puranas specify of how the animal should be killed. A Brahmin will utter some mantras in the ear of the animal in order for it to free it from the cycle of life and death. We also have Goddess Kali in other countries. A form of Kali worship was transmitted to the West in medieval times by the wandering Romanis or Gypsies. There are parallels between Kali worship and the ceremonies of the annual pilgrimage in honor of Saint Sarah, also known as Sarah la Kali, held at Saint Marie de la Mer in southern France, a place of pilgrimage for the Romanis. The pop group The Rolling Stones logo was inspired by the outstuck tongue of Kali. Kali worshippers were shown in the 1984 Hollywood movie Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. In the 20th and 21st centuries, many Western feminist scholars have adopted Kali as a mascot of female empowerment. A version of Kali appeared on the cover of the first issue of the feminist magazine Ms., published in 1972. Here, Kali's many forms symbolize the many tasks of the contemporary American woman. Well, that was Goddess Kali and her amazing powers. I hope you enjoy listening to a little bit of Hinduism. I will be bringing some more. Please do leave a comment on my YouTube channel, Simple Hinduism. And there's more information on the website, www.simplehinduism.com. This is Shashi Kosai. Thank you.